Mick fixes junk. It's for the games.
All right, folks. So we're back in part two of this now, where we're going to go and hot air this off the board. I had a mic issue, so this is not the original audio, but what you see me doing here is trying to explain how I've got like a hot air nozzle attached to my thermoflow, and I've got it in kind of like a diamond formation. So the hot air is sort of being kind of put around and away from the other components. Largely, this thing is set up now to just remove this component from the board. So what I do here is I ramp it up from 200, 300, 400, 500 degrees using the hot air station. There's like controls on it that I use. And then I have my little zoomed in microscope, and when it gets close enough, I'm able to poke the chip off of the actual out of its seat. So that's what I'm doing right here. Now, I actually get a little piece of paper here because what I want to do is I want to cover the one piece of plastic from getting burnt. And now we're into the speed up part. So we're going 200, 300. I'm probably going to pause right before it gets there. I'm poking it. I'm trying to see like what's going on. I'm also using a heat thermometer, just a little gun to see what the temperature is from a second perspective, and I can just tell how much heat's going on the board. So at this point, we're probably at about 700 degrees, I think, on the thermoflow, and about like 350 to 390 is getting to the board, and there's just some heat loss through through the components. I think with this unit, and it's also an old unit, so maybe that's part of the reason. But I'm on about 700 on the thermoflow, getting about 390 to the board, and I think I'm getting pretty close at this point. I'm checking the temperature. I think at this point I'm like, yeah, this is ready to pop off. I think I grabbed the tweezers and come on, give it a little poke. Yeah, I think it's just about to pop. And any second now we should see it shift off. I think I dig into the board here too, which is not great. Doesn't make a difference to the actual repair, but I think I would not use this particular tweezers. Is very sharp. You see I scraped the board there, but in the end actually all worked out. And so now we go back into where I did have audio. Okay, so we're back. So I'm going to do a little bit of soldering, a little bit of removal of solder, a little bit of installing a new MOSFET. Let's get down to it. There you see. Oh, did I lift that pad? Did I almost lift it? I don't know. Okay, so, semi okay job with the pin removal. A little bit of a scratch there. We will clean all that up. We'll see what it looks like. And just in general, we'll just get a feel for how the job went. Oh, sorry, I knocked something there. All right, so we're now replacing the MOSFET, having removed it via hot air on the SoundTouch. You can see the surrounding components untouched and pretty in decent shape, I would say. So, we're reasonably happy with that job. When I pushed the chip off of its little seat, it did scratch things into the board, and we'll do a little bit of a cleanup. We'll have a look at that now in a second. Just to see if that even matters. Probably doesn't. Okay, so yeah. Well, first of all, let's just have a look at this chip. Yeah, there it is. So there's our chip removed. Let's just have a look at the underneath. Nice little bit of solder under there. That's interesting. Gives us an idea of how it was installed. Okay. So there's our chip. I'll leave that over here. Don't need you anymore. Got a chisel tip iron here that is already pre-boiled to 375. I'm gonna just clean it here now. Oh yeah, that's a lovely tip. Okay, so a little bit of flux. Where's my flux? Up here. And we'll do a little bit of cleanup on what we did there. And we'll lay down a little bit of new solder and see how things are looking. And maybe we'll fix another soundbar tonight. And just an update. As it turns out, I don't think I did actually order 2 ones. I only ordered 1. So the seller was right. I think I made a mistake. But never mind, I ordered another 2. So the next time I'm definitely getting 2 coming in here. So we'll see how that all pans out. Right, let's get the solder with our Super Wick No Clean. I really like wicking solder off and cleaning it and stuff. I think it's very satisfying. Have a look yourself and see what you think. We're just going to take up all of the solder that was, you know, sort of just left behind when we took this chip up. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Just wonderful, folks. Okay, just gonna get this bit here. Thank you very much. Oh, you can't beat a chisel tip. You just can't beat it. And then we'll just get this guy right here. Okay, I'm just gonna get you and just get that last of that there. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no, look at that. Doesn't get cleaner than that, or doesn't get much clean. Oh, doesn't get much cleaner than it anyway. And there's just so you can see, there's a sort of the solder gets wicked up into the little braid there. Genius little thing. Cheers to whoever invented that. Okay, we're going to get the alcohol and we're going to wipe down. And this is going to be ready for a new, it's going to be ready for a brand new thing. Sorry, I have a cold, by the way. Or not cold, well, a little bit of both. Allergies / cold / God knows what. All right, let's just clean this little alcohol dispenser that I have, which I love. Also, I hate because it takes forever to prime it. And then by the time you prime it, it just like squirts alcohol in your eye. And then just when you feel like it's not going to work, it'll just like eyeball you. Is it just, what am I doing wrong? Is it me? There's that many stuff in there. Oh, something. I feel like, there we go. I feel like what happens is it gets a bit gummed up. That's what it is. I think some of the, stuff gets stuck in there. Come on. There we go. Finally got it working. All right. A little bit of a wipey wipe. Okay, yeah, and just a little bit of a surface scratch on that. We might have revealed a little bit of copper there. I'm not sure, did we really reveal some copper there? I'll have to really get down and look. But long story short, like, I think we'll be okay. Although if it was copper, it would be scratching a path to, you know, another via there. So let me just have a look. See, let's go down. Whoa. It might be copper. I don't think it's going to lead down to that via though. Not sure exactly what happened there. Well, I know what happened. I scratched it, but not sure if I really went. I'm just not sure if I really went into something there or not. It's a little bit of a scratch. It's a little bit in there. I don't think it is really a concern. We'll see if solder sticks to it. You know, that'll tell us if we got a problem or not. Okay, so we're all cleaned up now. So now what we would do is we would tin the pads. Tinning means to put a light coat of solder onto the pads and onto the thing itself here. So this here would be tinning the tip of this. So if you look underneath this would be, you know, you're basically just feeding some solder on there. You definitely don't want to try this without your flux. It'll make a big mess. Flux really allows the solder to flow and wick onto the pads and away from, well, I guess itself, you know. Because if you look and if you try and dip solder in this thing, well, it's just no viewers. Oh well. If you try and dip solder on this thing, well, it's sorry. You try and dip solder on it while you're doing the work without this paste. You just get all this clumpy solder and bits sticking to things and short circuits everywhere. So this sorts it. Okay. All right, so we tinned that, which means when I say we tinned it, we put a light coat of solder over things. So that means that once we go in here with our, let me just put it on the top of the chisel tip. Oh yeah, there's a nice coating there now. So now when I go in here, it'll actually just coat. See that? See that right there? See that there? That's what we're looking for. See that little silvery coating? Yeah, that's awesome. Now, well, is it awesome? It might be a little bit too much on the thermal pad. I'll be honest. Yeah, it's wicked quite a bit onto that thermal pad, I'll be honest. That might not be the best. Now, interesting, it looks like we did get into some solder there. So, oh, sorry, we got into something that will actually take copper there, so I'm probably going to have to wick that up. I'm going to have to wick up some of this anyway, so let me just do that. I'm going to clean off my tip, my little burnisher here, this thing. Where is it? There, this thing. And then we'll go about maybe just lapping up a little bit of that solder that made it onto the other. Okay, where is my wick? Here it is. Let's go in with the wick again. I just think there's just a little bit too much solder on the power pad, on the thermal pad. Come on. Huh, interesting. Yeah, that's a little better. We'll see how the chip sits. Also, you'll see there's definitely, we'll have to see. I think I grounded, I might have grounded something there. We'll see what I've done. I mean, if this, yeah, we actually, you know what? We'll test it. Let's test it with the meter and see what we've done, what I've done. It should be easy enough to check. Like, did we create a connection that we shouldn't have, which is totally possible. Okay, here's my meter. Whoops. Let's see. Can I bring this into a spot where you can see what's going on? Yeah, I may have to do this, though. I may have to move the thing over here. Yeah, right. And we'll just take a look and see what the measurements look like towards ground. Okay, now let's see. We've got, we're going to put this in here. Sorry. When I say in here, there's holes. Well, you can't see anything now, can you? So let me undo the Pro Scope. Yeah, so we're going to stick ground in here, so that that's a ground plane connection, and then we're going to measure using the red wire. So it doesn't matter which, but of course black usually means ground. Okay, let me just get a sharper image here. Looks pretty good. I would like maybe a little bit more light. Yeah, I guess that's better. Yeah, that's actually a lot better. Okay, well, maybe too much. Okay, so with that, you can probably, can you see what's going on here? Yeah, you can. I mean, it's not amazing, but I'm only just going to do a continuity test for starters. So you see, well, you can't see it, but I put a, I've put a, the red item into the red thing to a ground, to a screw, and I have that. Now let's just see. Okay, well, the power pad is connected to ground. Is the scratch that I did, is that, well, okay, let's see. Is this connected to ground? Yes, it is, and it should be. Nope. 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 Yeah. This isn't. And then this, this little thing that I created here doesn't look to also be connected to ground. I don't know what the hell it is. So, but the power pad is. So, I think we're okay. I think we're good to fit this chip back on. Okay, so you see what I did there. Okay, we're pretty zoomed in at this stage. Let me move back over the power pad and the chip over to this side. Not that it makes a huge difference, but you can kind of see my microscope and the little things there. Okay, let's get you out of here. Let's get the chip. So this is a MOSFET. It's an integrated circuit with a built-in MOSFET. I've got 3 of them. Check it out. Okay. All right, so here's a new one. Usually what I'll do when I'm taking these apart, or taking these out, is I'll just, like I've showed on another video, but I'll slice them out with a little, what are they called, X-Acto knife. So, so this is the next one. This is the next one, so I'm going to take it out with an X-Acto knife. Okay. Now I can just kind of peel that back. All right. Okay, we're back. Like I lost a viewer. I had a viewer, and then I lost that viewer, which was silly of me, because I wasn't listening to them. And then, yeah, I noticed it, and then I realized that all my audio is all messed up. So, okay, so I think I have too much on the power pad here, actually, but we'll see how it goes. Sorry, I just want to check to see what sort of... you know what, I might take up a little bit more off the power pad because... or... it might not be the power pad because I put quite a lot of... I put quite a lot of stuff on the legs. That's probably why it's sitting like that. Okay, so let's just take this chip back, put it back where I found it. Get it back up there. Ooh, oh, that's nicely set. Okay, in with the chisel tip. Now, like I said, I just really only want to tack it, so I want to take the other side of the chisel tip this time. I want to just tack. Whoa, it's really slipping all over the place on me, so this could be tricky. Well, I mean, that was good. Let me just get the lamp up. The lamps are in my way. Okay, so... yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna just try and just do the whole lot of them here. You know, sit them down, sit the legs down. Yeah. We can come back to these as well. In a momento. Let me see. Need a little bit of flux, I think. So let me just get some flux while I clean this. Okay. Hopefully my audio is better now. Okay, I want to have quite a bit of flux here. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be testing this tonight, I think. Don't want to say too much. And then what do we want to see? We want to see the old, whatever it is, 27 red flashes. And then straight into some white LEDs. That's what we want to see. So stick with me on the stream, 0 viewers, and we will see if that can be achieved. All right, so step 1, or first, I'm just going to just come in here and read it. Whoa, I don't want to do that. I just want to redo some of this now. I've got a little bit of flux in there. Okay, yeah, it's all right. All right, now I want to come in on the other side. Now, reminder, power pad is grounded, so if I wanted to really melt the really get the power pad sort of heated up like the power pad itself, and that solder, I'm really doing that by pressing on the ground there, because it's directly connected to the power pad. Okay, now we're just going to come in on this side. This is a little trickier, sorry. Yeah, I want to see this a bit more. Okay. Right, I want to press down on... yeah, nice. Yeah, I think I feel good about that. Let's, well, I mean, I kind of feel good about it. Let's see what it looks like under close inspection. Les close inspection. All right. Close inspection means just twisting the soundbar a little bit and seeing how have I set it on the board. Well, I would say not terribly bad. Let me see here. Oh. Yeah, I need to actually just bring. I need to just bring the bring the camera up somewhat. Okay. All right. I mean bringing the lights up, and that'll then mean twisting this around. There's our chip, and there's how I have connected it to the board. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Feels like a little bit offset. You're sitting up a little high on the back there. Let's see if I can get some light, better light on it. Yeah, might be sitting a little high on the back, but it's not not my worst work. Maybe not my best, but not my worst either. Let's just go at it from the back and have a look and see. What do we see when we look at it from this angle? And we should be able to see. Nope, that's wrong. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think it's okay. Let me just get the other light in. I love that this microscope has the lights sort of, you know, in a way that you can actually orient them. Well, it doesn't always work, does it? As you can see. Yeah, I think we're thereabouts. Installing this with the hot air gun would have similar to how I took it apart would have been fine. But the thermal pad, um, you know, it needs a connection to the board. But maybe I'm just showing that like I have repaired several of these without a hot air gun, and so putting hot air to actually melt the thermal pad back into the ground plane is I mean, obviously would be recommended, but I wouldn't say it is essential to sort of like get your get it back up and running again. Um, so this is kind of like your bare minimum sort of hot air to get it off safely, and um, then you're just using a regular iron, heating up the ground pad maybe to get your MOSFET back on. You know, so and it does have a connection. You know, it is going to shed heat to ground, um, but maybe not as good as if we had have reinstalled it with the hot air gun. Um, I just am a little bit wary of just not to blast a brand new chip with a nice bit of air, nice bit of hot air to get that ground plane melted in there. So when I started fixing these, I did it without it first. So and they worked. This is soundbar number 4. We are ready to test now. Testing. A couple of things we want to do. Make sure nothing's shorted. Let's go do some checks. And then once we've made sure that nothing's shorted, we're going to power this up. We want about 5 volts off of the pH line. And if we've got 5 volts off the pH line, these LEDs right here are probably going to start popping off as well. Well, we hope. Let's see. Right, let's do a... Just move the thing over here. Let's do a ground check first. Okay, get you into ground. Yeah, ground. Fine. Yeah, yeah. Okay. There's a little dip there, but that's not really a thing. Yep, 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 yep. Nothing's grounded. That is good. The only thing you should be grounded is ground itself. Okay, nothing short of the ground, so that's good. That's it. Okay, moment of truth time. I am going to shrink the microscopic thing. I'll leave it there. You'll see that it'll actually heat up now. I bring it over here. Where would I put it so that we could watch? Yeah, I'll bring the microscope just a little bit over here. Okay. Yeah, that works. Okay, but what it means is I can twist this up so you can see the LEDs. Uh, can I? Yeah, let's take away the lights, and we're going to do a test. So we're going to go, yeah, we're going to put the soundbar like this, and we're going to see that we get lights. So to do this, I need, first of all, I need to lose power. Then I need to plug in our unit. I need to turn our unit on its back. And then we should see two red lights here. Oh yeah, that sweet, sweet MOSFET replacement. That's going to blink about 27 times. It is then going to go white, at which point we will connect to it via Bluetooth on my phone. We'll play a song. We should be good. Okay, so, all right, we're just going to reassemble this. Should be pretty straightforward. In this case, I actually, when I dropped this, I did take off the grill, so that's unfortunate. So we're just going to have to get the grill refitted, and the grill might be a little bit squirrely because just because of the way it was dropped. Let me see how this is going to work. Let's see if I can get the grill on at all. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can get the grill on. All right, let's have a look here. There's definitely some bending that's going to have to happen, but I can definitely get it on there. Okay, I think I seem to have got it on one side, but on this side over here, a little tougher because I think I've bent something. Let's just see what I've bent. On the ground here for a second. How does that even get in there? Oh, I see. I see how it goes in there now. Okay. All right. That's okay. So now we've got the bent part in there. We will have to see how that works. The rear of this unit also should be fine. Okay. Get our gaskets back on. This is going to be the fun part, because this is not going to want to stay. Because of the way it was dropped. Yeah, it will be okay, but it's not going to want to truly mate with this part. Yeah, I'm going to have to take this off and bend this guy here just a little bit more, because what's happened is that because of the way that this was damaged, it's no longer kind of grappling. So I'm going to bend him in a little bit too, so you can get a little bit more of a grip. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. No, I don't think it's going to be perfect by any means, but it's certainly better than what it was. So I'm going to put the little piece of gasket back in there. And then we're going to start adding, putting our screws back together. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I think it's okay. Should be all right. And so we're going to just put it back together bit by bit. Get a general feel for how this is going first. Yeah, it looks to be correct. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. So we need some longs and we need a screwdriver. So give me a second. All right. Like I said, this one may be in fact damaged. So I'm not gonna take great deals of care with this. I'm just gonna see can I get it back together, get some sound pressure, test it out. For those of you not on the know, you start here when you're reassembling these things. Start always in the center, and then you work your way out. So don't like randomly put them in, just put them in the right way. Yeah, that looks good. And we can hand tighten some more of these. You can keep putting in longs just as you go. Not sure what that. This is a good bit. I'm just not sure exactly why it's just a little bit stubborn. Not wanting to put all these in. You go. Make sure. Watch out that you're using longs for longs. Also, be very careful that you don't over torque these, or you'll just tear the heads off them. Ask me how I know. Okay, let me hand tighten some of these other ones. Oh, that's right, that's a short. I don't want to do that. Your shorts and your longs, very important to keep them separate. All right, let's keep going with our longs. Now, our shorts, I believe, if I remember correctly, they go up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they go up there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Okay, more longs. I'm just going to put in longs everywhere that I know longs go. And then we can come back around and take a look at some shorts then. The shorts either go into these three or these three, the short screws. So let's just surround ourselves with non-shorts. This is definitely not a short. I don't need this microscope anymore. Wait a little bit. It's out of my way. I don't think it's out of your way. Your way will be over here somewhere. Okay, more shorts, more longs. So now then you would work your way across, all the way across, and then you would do these three here. This is where the wraparound for the soundbar sort of completes. So you need all your longs to do that. And yeah, and you want to make sure you put the shorts in the right place. So we will just double check that on the interwebs before we finish it. Okay. And more longs, more longs. And well, it looks like I'm going to be short. Looks like I'm going to be short some screws, maybe. Oh no, that's I don't know. I don't know if I'll be short or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might be short with one screw. Okay, so that'll do. That'll do to test this thing out anyway. Uh, let's just get this guy in here. Do some double checking in a minute. Looks to me like I've got 7 shorts. The last one I fixed, I think, must have been taken apart, or just, you know, there was a short where a long should have been. Um, okay, let me just double check where the shorts go. Give me 1 second here. Where do the shorts go? I'm getting tired now. Okay, where do the shorts go? The shorts. Yeah, shorts go here. All right, so the longs go here. Okay, so basically the shorts go the opposite side of the HDMI port. Okay, so we'll start screwing these in a second, and then we'll get the thing. So yeah, so it looks like I got an extra long, sorry, an extra short. So these are my shorts, and I've got like 7 of them, I think, or else I'm mistaken how many shorts I have. Yeah, am I wrong? I don't think I am. Yeah, these are all shorts. So you got 7 shorts. So somebody put a short where a long would have been, either at a service center or something like that, or just a mistake at the factory. I can't imagine that though. They make a bit of a deal about that. So, uh, okay, all right, a lot of screws. I like this soundbar. I just think it's well made. It's got a lot of thought that was put into it. Right. Well, anybody who takes these apart in future is going to know that it was open. Just undo that one. See what did I do? No, that's wrong. Okay. Also this one. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty good at putting these back together now, and you know, it should be okay. 3 more shorts, and that's it. I just know the amount of pressure to apply to like not strip them while still doing this way faster than I used to. All right, let's hand tighten a few. This one here for sure. I don't know what the hell happened here. Oh, why that's so tight? Why is that so tight? I feel like I wonder. Huh. I wonder where I put that last short. Very tight one there. That's interesting. This one here is tight too. Yeah, but that goes in. So does this. All the ones that are sort of protruding, they actually do go in. Take one of the, I don't know where the other shorts were. This one. Yeah, all the other ones that were sort of protruding. Well, there isn't many of them. Yeah, that much. Yeah, so I don't know why this one is so annoyingly not with the program. It's just sitting. That's weird. I wonder, is this like a different revision board or something? Where there's a short, where there was supposed to be 7 shorts, and it's actually correct. Well, I guess we're going to find out soon enough. So that would be where. This is pretty tight to me. Give it a little wipe. Where did I put that mark? Okay, so I think I would say this is like largely repaired. We're just going to see now. We'll compare these two soundbars to one another. And see how we get on. One thing, if it was abused, it was abused somewhere nice because it's really clean. I think that must have been where maybe it got a smack from when it got dropped. Yeah, there's a little bit of, yeah, there's a bit of a crack there. Or not a crack, it's just a little chip. Yeah, okay, so it's okay. Right, so let's try and see what we get. I hope me forcing that screw in didn't cause this damage, but I'm going to find out that in a second. Okay. All right, booting up anyway, so that's good. And let's add, see if we can group these two speakers. We'll have to group them. And if we group them, right, that's booting now anyway. So know that the speaker is, whoop, know that the speaker's pretty good. SoundTouch 300 Fixer and SoundTouch 300 Garage. So we'll just play like 2 different songs on them and see if they both sort of exhibit the same characteristics. All right, that's good. Okay. Plus SoundTouch Garage. Switch to something else. Only speak. Other speakers can only join in if you're listening to a source that allows broadcast. Okay. All right. Let's do that then. Okay. Let's just do today's hits or something. All right. There is nothing wrong with that speaker, let me tell you. Holy hell. Okay. Wow. So I just joined them together to play. I just joined them together to play. I just joined them together to play a radio station's freaking amazing. I've never done that because I've never, I guess, had two of them on the same firmware in the same room. So, wow, that was like really cool. Really cool. That sounded like super. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, all right. Well, I guess yeah, like that's it. I fixed another one. It's just sound touches all day long here. That's all we do. We just do the sound touches. All right, get out of here.